Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of BOSScast. This is where we talk about the mobile game Dungeon Boss. And I know what you're thinking, a podcast for a mobile game? Well, it's that fun, and we enjoy it that much. And we are, well, I'm the Duke, and you can see my Twitter handle on screen there. And I'm joined by my real-life brother, Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf 23.
Lone Wolf 23. And
That's me.
You can see his handle there on screen as well if you want to give us a shout out on Twitter. And I guess I should give a shout out to the guy who did do that this week, which just happened earlier today. By the way, it is Friday, April 1st. And this is
this is a real life cast.
Yes, it's for real.
No joking here.
Yeah, no jokes. No jokes. All serious. But Jose Mario, I don't know if you pronounce it Martinez or Martinez, but his Twitter handle is King Crush Life. Looks like he has a Twitch and YouTube channel going, and he has quite the following on Twitter. So thanks for the words of encouragement, King Crush Life. Jose, Mario, whatever you go by.
Jose.
And while I'm at it, let's go ahead and throw out some huge thanks to the Dungeon Boss community team. They shared the podcast earlier today, I believe, either yesterday or today.
Nice.
I believe it was today. Let me look it up real quick. This is so professional. They
So we're all about here.
this earlier today, I think. I don't have it in front of me now, but anyway, they put us out on Twitter and on Facebook. I'm not much of a Facebook user, but Lone Wolf is, so he can track that down for us. But yeah, I'm more of a Twitter and Instagram guy, becoming more and more of an Instagram guy day by day. But anyway, thank you so much, community team from Boss Fight Entertainment, for giving us a shout out, giving us as you'd say in the wrestling business, giving us the rub. We really appreciate that. And Lone Wolf, you got anything special you want to talk about real quick, or we want to roll right into our topics?
I think we're ready to just roll into it. Let's go.
So what are we rolling into? What's next on the card?
We're talking about the patch, right?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna I guess we could flip flop what I wrote down. Yeah, there's Hansuki Undying. I assume is how you pronounce it.
Hansuki.
And that's how Lone Wolf pronounces it. But he just released today, and we'll put the links to the patch or to the what is it? Hero Spotlight? Is that what they call it? Yeah, the Hero Spotlight on the forums. Mm-hmm. We'll put the link right in the description if you're checking this out on YouTube or on SoundCloud. We can put it there too. But really, really interesting undead hero. He is a nature undead, which is cool because we did not have that before.
I know, but I have so many nature already. But yeah, go ahead.
So, but nature undead, and he has some interesting abilities. So, undead armored warrior, and his traits, his default traits or his default passives, I guess. Master of combat, armored hero that cannot miss nor be dodged. So I assume armored. Oh, it's actually in his description. Armored. It's right there. Okay. So.
Yep.
So he is armored. So he's going to take some extra damage from Therend. So you have to look out for that.
Extra, but also reduced.
But reduced at the same time. Yeah, that is weird. Yep. That is because he's water on nature. So let's see how that works out. It's one of those things where you have to weigh your options. Where, sometimes you bring Matsuda Kira to a fight with Executum just because the extra undead damage outweighs the fact that of course, that's light on dark, so that actually makes sense. So just forget I was talking, okay? Let's move on. Or don't.
I did already.
Because it is a podcast, but just forget that one little section. But anyway, he has some interesting things going for him. I'm not going to read the notes. We'll just link them. Or if you're listening to our podcast, you probably have already checked it out anyway, or you've already unlocked him in game. I'll be working on that this weekend. I'm getting close to 2,700 gems and should be able to get there before the
There
weekend's
is one
over.
part that I do want to talk about though,
Okay, hang
and
on,
that
hang on, hang on.
his.
I'm
Oh,
excited that I'll probably unlock him this weekend. That's all. Pretty
I'm
good.
excited that I probably won't, but okay. His first ascension. I think it's first. Is it his first? Yeah, his first ascension.
Yeah.
Um, he gains a passive called Honor Guard that he will jump in front of a single target death blow attack on an ally.
Yeah, but
So,
then his next ascension, if he's killed when he does that, he reincarnates on the next turn with plus attack plus defense.
but
What a
I didn't
meanie.
even get.
What a
I did not
jerk.
even get to that part. But
Sorry.
wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow on the I guess the first ascension, and then
Double wow.
holy crap, wow on the second ascension. You know what I mean? Just like wait,
Yeah,
no,
it's like,
he jumps in front and comes back to life.
yeah.
Okay,
And if he dies, he comes back to life. So
yeah.
someone's like,
So
ooh, I got this guy. No, you don't.
yeah,
So,
so that's gonna make Nimril because she's just like, oh, I'm killing the first, the first nature person you have, and she's all single target. So it's like, I'm going to jump in front of this and take it. I'm probably gonna die for it still, but guess what? If I'm fully ascended, I'm coming back, and your whole team's gonna die.
yeah.
Whew.
Yeah,
That's a lot to think about whenever you're
yeah, it definitely adds some more thought to your PvP roster, and it
PvP strategies are just
yeah,
getting
they're getting
ever more intertwangled, and I
twangled.
made up a word, but it's cool.
I like it. Well, hashtag intertwangled. We'll
Yes.
put that somewhere in the comments or something. But
Let's make it a thing.
yeah, he's an interesting looking dude. I like his look. I like his I like his traits and stats and all that. It should be pretty fun to see what he does. Someone posted like the ultimate troll team, and it would be Leonidas, Hansuki, Emily, and Echo. So with Leo, you can taunt first. You could taunt first turn and give your whole team magic protection. So now Hansuki is magic and physical protected. Same for Emily. Echo is already spirit immune anyway, so doesn't necessarily do that much for him, I guess. But yeah, then you get to Echo. He adds crit. He gives people more energy. Yeah, just crazy team, crazy. If Leo dies, he brings somebody else back to life. They're gonna obviously target Emily first, right? So you kill Emily, but then as soon as Leo dies, if someone else isn't dead, Emily comes back to life. However, Hansuki could also step in front of a death blow. So it's just like all this
That's too much right
weird,
now.
yeah, all this weird resurrection.
Stop it. That's too much.
Yeah,
No.
all this crazy resurrection mechanic just stacked on top of each other. It's pretty funny. So plus the energy return and energy protection with Echo. So it's pretty fun.
I'd probably quit the game for a day if
Yeah.
I went up against that team and
That's
like all of that stuff happened.
yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
like, no, I'm done.
Well,
I'm done for today.
that's a
I'll come
good
back
team.
tomorrow.
That's a good team for it was all yellow for the yellow quest. That's a great team for the yellow quest. So we'll
I had all purple yesterday.
Oh wait, no, that's
and
not
I
yellow
could
quest
not do
because
it.
Hansuki. Crap.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Well, the new guy wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had it all purple yesterday,
I had that.
so I was unable to
today.
get to my. I think that was one of the few that I've missed this week so far for guild crowns, but
Yeah, Pontifex is very useful for that.
and I don't have him yet.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
the.
Well, he was
I
the
want him.
only one that I couldn't just somehow I could not get him. Like I would do 10 times rolls and still couldn't get him. And I think the last time he was part of an event I had a 10 times roll, and I finally unlocked him. But now I don't have the furnace because that was right before the furnace event. So then I didn't
Right.
have it for the furnace rolls. I'm like, no.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, but I should be able to get Hansuki this weekend because I'm at 2,200 gems right now, and two more tower runs between now and when he's actually 3 more tower runs I think before he's um off the market. So I should be able to get in a 10 times roll, and let's hope I can get him. So
Yeah. So some of the new features added. The
yeah,
first one that I absolutely love is the rapid use of XP potions.
yes, it's so good.
You
I
don't
like
have to.
it was one of those things where I discovered it, and I'm like, is this for real? And I go to the forums, I'm like, oh, it's for real.
It's
So
so annoying to have to sit there and click for 172 times on the 20 XPs.
yeah, yeah, it's that's a
And I
great
I try not to let mine get up like too much higher than that. That's why I said 120.
It's a great quality of life feature.
Absolutely.
And then the other new feature is the daily quest for doing challenge mode dungeons, where you can get a Leo token, was
Right.
reduced from 4 to 1, which is fantastic. So
Okay.
good, so good. So there's no excuse to not do that every day now as part of your dailies. And that was the one that I was skipping every day because it's just like 4 challenge dungeons. I know they don't have to be hard, but I have to spend so much energy on that when there's some kind of event going, or I need to squeak out my Evo Island runs or whatever. It was just a hassle. I guess it was sort of too much for the reward because you were only getting 1 token out of that, I believe. And so now,
Mhm.
so essentially, you've they've quadrupled your tokens for that, even though you can only do it once. So I guess you're still only getting one token. But at least they've. How about this? They've cut the work involved to 25% of what it was before. There you go. That's what they did. So
Oh yeah.
so yeah, that's a good change, and more. It makes more sense because he's, especially if it's not, they released him during the 2 times tokens event, the double tokens event. So he was easy to unlock and possibly star up then, especially if you were already high level. But then there's the flip side of that. If you started after that, or if you didn't have a lot of time to play during the double tokens event, then, you were kind of out of luck. Well, now it's not as bad. You get one. It's basically 1 free token a day. You just run the shortest challenge dungeon you can, get a token, move on. So it's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, both really cool additions. Most of pretty much everything else. Pretty much everything else was a fix except for one thing, and I don't know that it's necessarily that useful. They added a um, combine Evos button to the fully ascended screen for all heroes. And in theory, it sounds like, well, I mean, at least it sends you somewhere instead of just having a blank screen. But
Right.
I don't need to go combine Evos. We talked about that last podcast.
Yeah, I was about to say that
Yeah.
segues perfectly into.
Yeah. Yeah. I
We
feel like,
actually didn't talk about that, by the way. We talked about this after, didn't we?
no, it's on the podcast. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
my
Yeah. I
bad.
talked about the
Because I
ability
remember we
to
talked like for
break
20 more
down.
minutes after we were done. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. We talked about the ability to break down evos, and I still feel like this seems like it's more of a precursor for, or another step toward that. At least I hope it is. But between putting crafting out on the main screen and then adding this button, um, because when you think about it, it's, well, I've already ascended someone, so if I'm on the ascension screen and it says fully ascended and I've got a button that'll take me to crafting, then that button should be signifying, hey, you've done all you can do here. Anything you get for this guy, you might want to see if you can break it down.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like that's like the intuitive or what's intuitive about having a button there. To me, combine Evos is like, well, I'm probably not needing to combine. I'm probably needing to farm up low level ones or something like that. Or if I do need to combine, it'll probably steal from things I need to combine. If you're in a situation like us where you haven't been around the game an extremely long time and stored up a ton of Evos. And again, lots of Evos that you're not using, like Moonlight, Earth Sisters, Brawny, Caveborn. All these Evos that just kind of sit. They're for one character, so they just sit there. And it would be nice if we could just break those down, or I guess they could put out a new hero that uses those. There's always that opportunity as well. So
Right.
yeah, so there's that. And some of the lesser Celestials, I guess, if you want to call them that, can actually be like the Celestial. Well, it's not even that intuitive, but some of the lesser Celestials can be used in harder to get Celestials. So, like, I believe, I don't have them in front of me, but I believe Bushido's use some lesser one, and pretty much all the hard ones, I think, to combine up to them, you need one of the quote unquote lesser Celestials. But like I said,
Yep.
that's not really intuitive because it's not like larva to, full grown or whatever you would call it. So it's kind of weird, but whatever. Maybe we get there again. I'll stay on that soapbox every
I,
time
I
there's
really wish this
something
guy
that
wouldn't
touches it.
use Bushido Evos, but
He actually makes sense. I don't understand why.
I guess
don't
so.
understand
But
why the furnace uses Bushidos. By the way,
yeah,
not that I have him unlocked yet, but I read up on his hero spotlight, and I'm like, how does that like? I get that you want him to be harder to ascend because he's a newer guy, but I mean, it seems like you could use, I don't know, anything else besides Bushido. I guess maybe not Earth Sisters, but
yeah.
I don't know. Kind of weird. I guess because it has red in it, that's why that it got tapped. So anyway, you wanted a tough Celestial that had a red component to it since he's fire. Maybe that's the point. Maybe. So anyway, and yeah, so we talked about Hansuki. We talked about new features, and what else we got?
KFC.
KFC. Are you talking about fast food?
Chicken. No, not that one. Sorry, my
No,
bad.
not and KFC is not a sponsor. We'll take it, but KFC is not a sponsor of this show. Um, but yeah, Kira Fight Club. Uh, I wanted something that had funny initials, so I went with Kira Fight Club. So I originally was thinking Crowns for Kira, and I'm like, wait a second, if I reverse that some way, then we can be KFC. This must happen. So I came up with Kira Fight Club. So that's our guild. If you're listening to this, you need a guild or you want to help a new guild grow. We are 30 of 50 members, and probably half of those are getting kicked on the next reset. So, you have people that just kind of show up, say, I'll take a guild, and then they don't get any crowns or whatever, which is fine.
They don't do anything for the
Yeah,
guild.
which is fine. I mean, it's a mobile game, so you should expect the revolving door even more than like a free to play MMO, I would say. But yeah, so, people play it for a day and they don't really get the game or whatever, and so they move on. And they got 30 crowns that week, but then they don't get anything the next week, so you got to kick them. So we're pretty casual, so we're not looking to be at the top of the leaderboards or top rank. We're not looking for any kind of rankings or anything like that. We're just looking to get Kira tokens for people. So I'm getting close. Well, I'm not that close, but I'm 5 stars, and I think over halfway, probably getting close to halfway on Kira right now. So I can still benefit from the tokens, but I will probably, that benefit will probably run out for me faster than most people. But they've added a lot of other cool stuff. You know, you even get what is it? You get orbs now too. So it's
Yep.
they're
Those are huge
yeah,
too. So
which is good for everybody's grind because everybody needs blessings. Um, so yeah, it's we're we're very casual. We're very small and still building. So if you have a friend that's coming to the game and you're in one of the top 10 guilds or something like that, and so they don't really have room for your friend, send them over to us. Tell them to look up Kira Fight Club, or they can look up one of us. They can look us up. Hey, you can send them here to the podcast or send them to our Twitter and say, hey, I'm trying to get into your group. My name's this on Dungeon Boss, and we'll hook you up with an invite. We're casual, really, really casual. Not just saying that. So don't don't think you're coming in and reaping all the rewards of a top 10, top 50, top 100, top 1,000 guild. We are new and we're a bunch of noobs, and so we're just being there for people that have questions. Maybe we can find the answer faster for them if we don't know it already because we've been playing a little bit longer than a lot of the people that we recruit. So yeah, but we do have some superstars in our guild, and I'll point that out here soon too. Then we'll have to let them know that we talked about them. But we have some guys that rock it out, get most of their crowns every week, and they're still leveling up. So it's not 100% beneficial when you're leveling up because you can get in my opinion, it's not because you can get an all red quest or an all purple quest or even an all yellow quest, and that can be really tough for people, especially when you don't have heroes unlocked.
me, it's tough
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, it can be a thing. So don't have them unlocked
And
or don't
I'm
have them
not just
upgraded.
starting. Like I'm level
Yeah,
54, but it's
well,
still tough for me.
yeah. Well, that was before we knew
When it's
it's very
especially when it's
beneficial
all
to.
purple and I don't have Pontifex. So
Yeah, yeah.
she's
Well,
probably
it,
I
it
would say he's probably the strongest purple in the game right now.
he's really strong,
Life Reaper also strong.
but he's slow.
Don't have him,
That's the problem.
but
Brom.
also don't have him. So
Yeah. Well, there you go. So
and I don't have Lord Zom or Malice. So that's probably your top four in
I would say
purple.
so. Yeah, yeah. I
I mean,
don't
that's all
use
your
malice.
legendary
I don't
purples.
use malice for that quest because I don't have her fully ascended.
Yeah.
I don't know that I don't. Well, it does make a difference because it increases her passives and increases her. Yeah, it increases her passives. She gets a new level of
I'm
her
only
passives.
9 tokens away from getting Pontifex.
Oh, nice. Well, you'll get him anytime now. Then that's good.
So
That's
I'm
cool.
close.
That's really close. That's kind of how I was. I was at like 80 something for the longest time, and I'm like, how can I just not get? I mean, even if it was like 4 spins and I got 3 tokens apiece, I'd be there. But I just couldn't ever get him. I get some other random thing, and
I
yeah.
am 99 tokens away from getting my first 6-star.
Ooh, who's that? Nub Nub?
No,
Oh,
no, it's someone
it's
that
Ignis.
I feel
It's
that is
Ignis.
far less useful.
Ignis.
No, but I did. Thanks for saying his name because I just opened a honor quest here recently and got 25 for him, and so that is my upgrade to 5-star. Yes, a 5-star
Woohoo!
Ignis, folks.
Dude, he does crazy damage.
The dream.
He just has to survive. He does.
Yeah.
He
No, I
does.
was talking
I
about
feel like he does the best damage in the game, personally. Single target. Single target.
Degrung,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Black Smoke,
I always say Dagrand, but
Degrund. Yeah, I say it every single way. I
but
usually just say Black Smoke
yeah,
because
there you
that's
go.
something that I know I'm saying correctly.
Yeah, yeah, that one's pretty easy. I don't even know that I'm saying it right. So, we are just completely rambling right now. So let's shut this
Yeah,
thing down. Thank you so much for listening to episode 2 of BOSScast, and I'm gonna get this up soon, even though this is the game and wrestling connection. So guess what I'm going to be watching like all weekend long? Wrestling, wrestling, wrestling. It's
is
NXT
there something
Takeover
going on this weekend?
tonight. Yeah, NXT Takeover tonight, which starts in 20 minutes from when we're recording this. So 20 minutes from now, I'll be watching uh, Finn Balor face off against Samoa Joe, Bailey face off against Asuka, and all kinds of other fun
I'll be
stuff.
I'll be packing a bag. So
Yeah, I already packed my bag. Yeah, we're going to be meeting up this weekend in Orlando, Lone Wolf and I, and taking our kiddos
vacay.
to a fun little park down there. So it should be fun. And but then we're going to be spending time at the park on Sunday. And when I get back, I'm going to be turning on the WWE Network to watch Wrestle Freaking Mania. That's how you're supposed to say it. No, but WrestleMania in Tejas. It's gonna be a fun weekend for wrestling. That really the biggest weekend that exists for wrestling. So looking forward to some fun stuff. And hey, if you like wrestling or you know a friend that likes wrestling, check out Angry Larry and I on our other podcast, which is right here on this very same channel. And I guess I should get it uploaded to the SoundCloud feed as well. So maybe I'll actually do that this time and get that going.
It's good stuff, guys.
Oh yeah, we have fun. And Larry's
I'm not even like a huge wrestling fan. I watch it every once in a while. I'm sorry. I'm on the Game and Wrestling saying I'm not a huge wrestling fan. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
But no. I do watch it, and I enjoy the big events. Now, when it comes to the day to day, watching every single week, I don't do it. But which is why I kind of I tune into the YouTube videos and stuff just so I can get the quick recap.
Yeah.
Although your quick recaps sometimes run on like this is going. But
yeah,
still,
our quick recaps are pretty much like episode 1 of BOSScast, where we just go on way too long, and we've done
quick
it worse
45-minute recap. Why is it a 45-minute? What?
Well, we don't recap though. We just talk about what's happening in wrestling, and if it
it's a whole week
recap
worth of stuff. So
if it recaps something in the process, then that happens. But most of the time, it's Larry and I just talking about our opinions on things. But just like we're doing right here. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm the Duke. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. Lone Wolf, take it away.
Hi, guys. I'm Lone Wolf, and it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. Later. Bye.